Hey, everybody out there, it's Alabama Deep. I'm coming back at you. Okay, so we have everything broken down and we have it out of its case, the pin removed, and I was wrong. This did not take a screw. It's a push pin on the movement, just like a 3135. Now, if we can, let's come and take a look in. And as you can see, the watch is wanting to run. It's continuing so. It's still running away. Ooh, and we're going to continue to help it run. We're going to do a little breakdown here and there. I'd let everything chill as the way it should. So I've already had the back parts and the ultrasonic going. We have the movement dial hands out, and we do have the pin right here. I've let it air out, but this does have, and I'll show you, my idea. That's a silicone gasket. That's an idea. So I'm going to be doing a video and show you how to make a silicone gasket as a movement ring. Apparently they thought of that years and years and years and, well, decades before I did, apparently. But yeah, as we see, the watch is running. I'm not sure how well it is. I have not put it on the timograph. I'm thinking I probably will, but we have decades and decades of lubrication to do and repair on this movement. So I think what I'll do is, because yeah, I'm getting up and close with it, and you're not supposed to breathe any of those particles in at all, nor do I really want to, because I really don't want to get any type of issues from it. I'm over here looking for, here we go, I got my little polishing stick onto my Dremel tool. I'll be using that to polish the back. And I'm beginning to think more and more and more the back at one time probably was perhaps a little more smooth than what we have now, but I haven't verified that. I'm going to, and I want to see what we have, because I don't want to over polish anything on there. But nonetheless, what I can do for right now, as the movement runs away, and I want it to keep running, because the more it moves, the better it will probably get and operate, since it has not done so in so long. I think what I probably will do here at this point is looking at this crystal. We can look at that, and yeah, that's kind of messed up. I think I'll try to polish it better than what I have. So I'm looking at my polishing sticks here. I know I got 7,000, I got 5,000. If I had like the 1,000, I would definitely get on this. I don't seem to have the 1,000 with me for some reason. Perhaps it's still in my bag as I look for it. Do not see that. So I'm wondering where that particular polishing stick has gone to. I'm looking through my drawers and I don't see it at all. What is this I'm looking at? Ah, okay. So I guess I will do my best with what I have. I thought I had all of my polishing sticks here, but apparently I do have some that are missing, because there was 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, but there seemed to be oddly missing. So I guess I'm going to see what I can do with this 5,000 first. I may need to go ahead and see if I can get some new ones in. I think the new ones would help a lot. And as I go over and over and over and over, I guess that does look like it's doing a little bit better. So I want to come down awful hard on this, because I think the more I do, the better off it will be. So I can do that, I guess. All right. No, none of this is going to be perfect, but if I can somehow help this, just by going over it, I will. I do apologize. I do not have my tripod. It's not here yet, but I did order one, so it's on its way in. Okay, and I want to add a little bit of moisture here to it and just keep going. A little bit of wet sanding. And I am going to try that poly watch alternative as well on here, because I'd like to see how well it's actually going to do. That is an awful deep scratch that's being revealed right there. You know, it can't be seen as well on camera as I can see it in the reflection of the light with my own eyes. But definitely, and yeah, that is taking out a lot of the scratches. As we see it going forward, it is doing quite well on that. So I'm going to keep working with it. It just seems to take longer. Yeah, that scratch is starting to disappear. It's not looking as foggy, which is great. So, yeah, that's looking a lot better. What I like about these crystals is that it's not actually touching the bezel at all as the stick goes over, because the crystal is up a lot higher than the bezel is. And yes, that big scratch, as you can probably tell, is getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. A little bit more. Okay. I'll go with this side of the stick. As I do move with it. Now that's quite interesting. It would appear that the 7000 is putting deeper scratches in it than the 5000. So I think perhaps it is time that I do move on to replacing these sticks altogether. Okay. So I'm going to be going very easy on this. There we go. And let me go ahead and wipe this off. Let me see where we stand on that. Yeah, that is very foggy right there. So it's going time for some swirl remover. And let's see how the swirl remover is going to do. I think it'll probably end up doing quite well on this. So I'm going to be going over this. go. I'll wipe this off a little bit and see where we stand. Looks better. Let me get it with the finer cloth. There we go. It's not perfect at all by any stretch of the imagination. Because remember, this is a very old crystal. But it has done well enough that it will stand up to being looked through. Let's bring it over here and let's do a comparison. Yeah, that does pretty darn well. Yeah. Look at that. It's a lot more clear than what it was. So we can, of course, work with that. Of course, we see the Gruen. It's just ticking away. That's incredibly awesome. Incredibly awesome. It's still wanting to function. Okay, very good. All right. So we do have that. Look at this crown. Yikes. Look at that winding stem. I do not necessarily like that. But hey, what can you really do about that? Not much. I'm going to do this off camera. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to file some of this rust off. If it'll let me do that. Wowzers. Yeah, I don't know about this stem. Let me show it to everybody. I'm not even sure where I can really even get a replacement stem for this right now. This is kind of what we're dealing with. Look at the rust on it. Now, I don't have any rust begone or anything like that. I think I'm going to soak this in the ultrasonic. I don't think it's going to affect the gold crown necessarily. But I do think it would be a good idea to go ahead and let it just sit in the ultrasonic, at least just for a minute, and let it do its thing. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to lift up and bring out the case back and the case ring. And I got the crown stem sitting in the solution. Now, once again, I'll go ahead and say that, yes, I know the crystal, it does have some scratches on it. That's just what is being revealed by the camera. In real life, with your own eyes, it's pretty clear, as you saw just moments ago when I had the dial and movement sitting over it. So I'm going to leave it like that for right now. I could go a little bit deeper, but I think I need to replace those polishing sticks. As you just saw, the number 7 was doing a little bit better job at creating scratches than it was polishing them out and making them fine. So I think just over time, the dirt and debris on there has gathered on those, and it's just ultimately time to replace it. I do have the case back that actually, it's case back ring. It actually holds the case back down. It looks okay. And ultimately, we do have the case back here. And we do have it here. I think I will give this a bit of a polish. Give me just a minute. I'm going to go over it with my dribble tool. And I would like to see if it can actually clear up any issues that I have there. And always remember, if I make it super shiny, I can always return the favor and make it less so just by using a Brillo pad. All right. I don't know if anyone else uses these, but there's some jeweler's polish, and I am going to be polishing this. If y'all just give me just 1 second. I wish I could show it on camera, but like I said, I don't have a tripod. So let me see what I can do with this. Okay. Now that did do quite a bit for it, I see. So let's have a look-see at what we have now. Yes, sir. That's making that a lot shinier. Now I can do more with that. And there is some wavering, as I call it, on there. And wavering would be these fine lines right here. But that's just where it's more polished than it's not on some areas. But all in all, it looks pretty shiny. I'm not done with it at all because that's not even. And I would like it to be so. So as I process this video, I will go back to the case back and I will make it all completely match. But that's very shiny so far. And as I'm looking at it, I can't even notice the wavering, as I call it, there. But I will make it completely flush and harmonious across the back. 110%. And we still got the movement. It is wanting to go. I like that. On the inside of the case here, I'm going to remove any pieces of dirt or anything else like that. So I'm going to do that as this video processes. I'm going to turn on my ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to let it clean that stem. And when I come back, we're going to go ahead and we're going to reassemble this watch as it is running. And we'll go ahead and just call this Restoration 1. And I would really love to get into those hands. I want to need some solution for that though. I want to need some 18 karat. I don't have that. I got 24. That'd make it a little too orange, I think, perhaps. And I don't necessarily like that much. So I think I want to order the solution and then we'll redo those hands and finish up this watch altogether. So, okay, let me go ahead and let me get everything going for this. And when we come back, we'll see what our next step is. I'm not really sure what that will be, but we will look and we will investigate and we'll see what all it is that I need to do. Ultimately, I would like to put this watch back together and put it on the timograph just to see what it's doing. You know, if I put it on the timograph now, I'm afraid I might damage the balance of the hairspring. I'd prefer it to be in a protective case when I do that. And then we'll see where we sit. And if we will dive in deeper, absolutely we will. We'll take the dial off, hands off, you know, the sub hands off as well. And then we'll go ahead and service the movement. But for where we sit for this being part 3, let's just go ahead and let's clean up this case, get the back of the case looking harmonious with the polishing. Let's get the rust off that stem. Let's do a little bit of oil on the back, on the jewels, just to help out a little bit. And see where it sits on the timograph. We'll see how bad the time is on this watch, since it has not been running, as far as I'm aware anyway. And We'll see how bad it is. I'm sure it's going to need a servicing, and we will definitely do that. But let's upload this. I'm going to let the ultrasonic do its job on the valve, on the winding stem, and lubricate it and let it dry so it won't be rusty or rust within the movement, causing more damage. And we will be looking, probably, I'm thinking, for a new strap, a vintage strap for this. I'll do some searching on eBay while this video loads. So, all right, I'll see you on part 4 in just a minute.